Hey guys, Caller here, bringing you Game 2 of Airforce Ace versus OGN Sparkyz. And we have Airforce Ace in the lead, actually, 1-0, after Dezang defeated Shine in the first game, pulling a great comeback and a great counterattack when his base was almost entirely destroyed. Game 2 here, we have none other than Slayer's Boxer playing for Airforce Ace, and a player called Leta, another Terran player, playing for OGN Sparkyz. Boxer, of course, doesn't really need an introduction. Leta, I really don't know much about. Just another Terran player. He doesn't have that much of a record. He's only 5-8 so far in his lifetime record. Boxer so far this year has not been doing too well in the Pro League in the last 3 or 4 matches that Airforce Ace has played. Unfortunately, I don't think he's amassed a very good or winning record so far. I think he's something like 1-3. So hopefully he manages to come out of this mini slump or to just be more successful here against this untested new player. And the map is Othello, and this is, of course, a Terran versus Terran matchup, so this could be a long game here. It looks like Leta is spawning in purple in the 11 o'clock position, and he's looking just... it looks like such a little kid. Those big eyes, those big chipmunk eyes, and it looks a little bit scary to be playing against the great Boxer. Boxer being orange, the Terran player in the 7 o'clock. And it's quite amazing for these young players, many of whom probably chose Terran because of Boxer or watched Boxer's VODs while trying to learn how to play Terran, were inspired by Boxer, and now they have a chance to actually play the legend himself. That's got to be very impressive for them. It's got to be both scary and exciting at the same time. It looks like actually Leta sending out a very early SCV there. That's the 7th SCV, I believe, or a 6th SCV. He just sent it out to the middle of the map here, and I definitely think he's going to be doing some kind of proxy build here. There's no other reason to send out your SCV that early. So it looks like this time Boxer, we'll see if he decides to do anything cheesy also. No, he's going for a supply depot first. So it looks like this time Leta is going to be pulling the cheese on Boxer. Boxer, of course, has been well known for his cheese plays and his rushes, as anyone who would go through my video list would find. And Boxer recently in the Pro League in the past 2 years has done cheese quite frequently, although not with great success many times. I think it's actually been a losing strategy for him, and something I wish that he didn't do. But Leta here is making a very ballsy play here, building a barracks now in the center of the map. Perhaps he feels that he can't beat the great Boxer in a longer game, so he's decided to make a very short game here. Now he's getting some supply depot in his base. We'll see if he decides to build a second barracks in the center of the map. And actually, Boxer is going for a refinery first here before building his barracks, and that might put him in a bit of trouble here. The refinery first, of course, is something you do if you're expecting a very long game, or at least a mid game, getting more gas for your factory units. But looks like finally he's going to get his barracks up, and we'll see if Leta decides to build a second barracks in the center map. That really would be indicative of an all-in attack here. And Leta actually not scouting with that SCV. That's a little surprising. Perhaps he's just... I don't know what he's doing there, but he really should be trying to figure out where Boxer's base is, because right now he still doesn't know yet. Sorry about that. And yeah, we're seeing chickens being waved, and Leta now scouting both corners here. And it looks like Leta will be able to scout Boxer's base here now at the 5 o'clock position, 7 o'clock position. And he does get a scout into Boxer's base. Really good, it's I don't know, it would really depend on the next 1 minute here how good Boxer's micro is. And Boxer has the barracks kind of in the corner of the map here, corner of his base here, perhaps just getting ready to float it out. And it looks like Leta has about 3 Marines moving up, and Leta hasn't shown his hand yet, and now Boxer will finally see the Marines moving up. He'll know what's coming. Finally he's building his first Marine there. Perhaps he was thinking of not even building any Marines. Boxer could be in a little bit of trouble though. Boxer is getting his factory up though. I'm not sure if it's going to be completed in time, though. 3 Marines out for Leta versus probably 1 Marine being produced for Boxer. It's going to come down to some SCV micro here from Boxer. And it looks like, oh no, Boxer losing his first Marine there. Really unfortunate for him. Getting focused down by those by the enemy Marines. And looks like 1 SCV and 3 Marines from Leta. One of the Marines goes down, 2 SCVs and a Marine. And looks like a bunch of SCVs from Boxer go down, but only 2 Marines and 2 SCVs left for Leta. And Boxer has lost about 3 or 4 SCVs, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for Leta to win this game. Leta, of course, is going to be much slower in his tech, but he's actually building a proxy factory right outside of Boxer's main base there, so that's why he decided not to go for an all-in move there, but rather just go for 1 barracks, because he did get a refinery in his base, and now he can afford to build a barracks, it seems, right outside of Boxer's base. And yeah, so Leta now... no, actually, no. I'm sorry. That was completely wrong. That was Boxer's factory being built. completely confused. My bad there. Looks like Leta actually is building his factory inside of his base, and that was Boxer's first Vulture round. Actually, Leta's rush has almost entirely failed here. I feel that Leta's going to be in big trouble here because Boxer, with his very good micro, should be able to pick off all these Marines quite successfully and then just be able to pick off a lot of SCVs. But Boxer actually running up with his Vulture. He should be microing them a little better. Looks like the Vulture. Let's see if the Vulture gets through. The Vulture's not going to get through. Bad micro by Boxer there, unfortunately, not managing to pick off those Marines and get in with his first Vulture. But I feel like this game is at least tied, if not in the favor of Boxer right now, because the rush has totally failed, and Boxer has gotten his tech up. He's got 2 factories up and an armory now, and he, his economy really wasn't hurt that much. A starport going up for Leta though, so he's definitely going for some more cheese here. And Boxer has reacted quite well though by getting the armory. I feel that should be pretty well prepared here for early raids if that's what Leta wants to do right now. Boxer with a tank out and killing a scouting SCV. I feel that Boxer could actually push right now also quite successfully. Leta floating his barracks up over Boxer's base here, getting a scout out on Boxer's base. He's going to be able to see the army going up, and Boxer actually getting 2 machine shops, so it seems like he's going to be going for a lot of tanks really fast here. And Leta getting a control tower, so he could be going for cloak rates or for a drop. I assume it's going to be for cloak rates though, because he really has no ground forces to speak of, and Boxer really needs to get moving to attack Leta. Leta's putting a bunker actually at his front door here, but a tank will of course be able to arrange that bunker. Actually, no, it might not be without a spotting. Might not be able to hit it from below without a spotter. We'll have to see what Boxer does, but Boxer has definitely an advantage here. He needs to push this advantage before the first units get out of that starport. Really, I don't think Boxer's seen it actually, and this could be trouble for Boxer here because Leta has hidden that starport in the southern part of his base, where it's less likely for Boxer to spot. Now Boxer moving out with his tanks. It looks like he's got 3 tanks and 2 Marines there, and they should be able to deal with whatever comes out. But the first Wraith will be essential in determining what happens in the course of the game now. Looks like something being upgraded in the machine shop, probably siege mode, and looks like 1 tank out for Leta to defend with, and Boxer now with some Goliaths coming out actually, skipping Vultures. That's what his armor is for, of course, getting Goliaths and perhaps suspecting air power, and looks like actually Leta has siege mode before Boxer does, and Boxer actually sieging his tank in a bad position there. Actually, no, that tank's in a fine position. He took 1 tank hit there, and now he has vision of the top area, and 3 tanks versus 2 for Leta. This is going to come down to some luck here, because Boxer hopefully doesn't get hit with a mischance. And looks like the first Wraith is out actually. He's trying to kill the scouting barracks there, but Boxer could be able to repair it right now. Looks like he's going to repair the scouting barracks there, and Cloak being upgraded at the control tower. It will be about whether Boxer can get an armory, rather an academy up, or something to deal with this. Actually, Boxer is building an engineering bay right in this front door here. He's going to try to put up a turrets here, and this reminds me so much of a game that I think Diggity just did, where Boxer is playing against another Terran player.